I remember we had to fold our arms in school. And then you hear people saying, oh, people who are folding their arms, they're not letting the information in and they're bored. And I'm like, what? That's the way I listen, right? We had to do that for so many years. So you're just conditioned to do that. That's kind of comfortable for me. But I remember I did an open mic TEDx and somebody had said, just look at the people that are kind of supporting you and following you. And I remember at the front, there was a guy and his legs, he looked like he was just pissed off. And I was like, and I just kind of didn't let it throw me. Right? And he came up to me afterwards and said that was the best speech of the day. And I would have thought he wanted to go home, so we'd never know. Everybody's
We
got their
never
own,
know.
I call it resting face. Sometimes we don't look at ourselves to see how we're actually thinking and stuff like that. But, that's the other thing as well. We have to just accept that people have a different way of, taking in information.
Absolutely. I had a very similar situation. I was teaching, I remember it was in Kiev, and one of my students, he was on the phone, like the whole time, the whole class. And I'm thinking, he's bored. He's not really listening to me. He's on his phone. And then at the end, he was the one that knew the material the best because he was listening. He was taking it in. But some people, they have this way of learning, these different learning styles. So they have the way, they need to also keep doing something else, like ADHD or some other things, or also kinesthetic learners. They have to touch things, and while they are listening, and he's scrolling mindlessly, probably. I don't know what he was doing there. Maybe he was multitasking, but he was focusing on what I was saying, and that happens. Yes, people are different, and we shouldn't assume. That's our biggest mistake, actually. One of the mistakes of humanity is we just assume. We think that people are a certain way. We think that people understood us this way. We assume what they think. We shouldn't. People are a lot of times people could surprise us, really, and we might not. We might really be surprised at what they are thinking or not thinking, and who they are.